What is up, everybody? Hey, welcome to our Reflections podcast. My name is Ryan, and I am here in the studio with my good friend Olivia. What's up, Olivia? Hey, I came across this reel on Instagram by a guy called Gary Vee. You may know who Gary Vee is. He's like an American entrepreneur and businessman and does a lot of videos and reels and stuff. And he's a very cool guy. I don't know a ton about him. So if there's some deep, dark secrets about him that I don't know, forgive me or forgive him, whatever the case may be. But this one video, man, it's so good. I saw it and it made me want to cry. In fact, he says that he'll rewatch this video of himself and it makes him cry. But he's talking to this young woman because he'll often give business, like upstarts and young entrepreneurs advice. And this young woman is asking him advice and he's giving her advice, and the advice doesn't really matter. It doesn't even show that part of the clip. And she's so grateful. And she's got to be like maybe 22, maybe younger. And she's like, thank you so much. Thank you. And then he's like, yeah, no problem. He's like getting ready to leave. And he's very famous, even if you don't know him, he's a famous person in a lot of these circles. And so she's like just so grateful that he spent time with her. And she goes, as he's leaving, she goes, thank you. Like, I know that one day I'm going to be somebody, as he's walking away. As if to apologize for taking up his time and to make him feel better for having done so by her saying, hey, one day I'll be somebody and this will have been worth it for you to give me this advice, And I love it. He stops like cold, after she goes, hey, I know someday I'm going to be somebody. And he stops and turns around and he goes, hey, and he grabs her arms and he goes, hey, look at me, please look at my face. And she's like, yeah. And he goes, you're somebody now. He goes, yeah, you're somebody now. He goes, look, I was somebody long before anyone knew who I was, because now he's this famous guy. And he goes, look at my face. You're somebody now. Oh, so good. And she starts crying as though he's not just speaking to her in the moment. He's speaking to something deep in her soul, and this maybe a wound down there, or just a contrary truth to all the lies that maybe she had been told, whether she's conscious of it or not. And whether it's told by, I don't know, loved ones, parents, teachers, or just society itself. Because I think the great lie that we're all told, especially in our culture of, success and going 1,000 miles an hour and being busy and up and to the right, the great lie that we're told is that you're not somebody until, fill in the blank. You're not somebody until you become famous. You're not somebody until you become rich. You're not somebody until your church grows to be over 1,000 people, or until you've been invited to be the keynote speaker at the denominational gathering or whatever. You're not somebody until you go viral. You're not somebody until you get X number of likes on your post or your reels or your ideas. And you're not somebody until you get married. You're not somebody until somebody else loves you. You're not somebody until, fill in the blank. But man, to quote Gary Vee, you're somebody now, long before any of those things. I'll never forget when my first son was born. His name was Logan. And it's the weirdest phenomenon, holding a baby, whether it's yours or someone else's, but it's just this is brand new, fresh life. Brand new, you know what I mean? And I was holding him and his eyes weren't even open. He's wrapped in this little blanket. I was at this hospital in Denver and I held him. I was by myself with him he was actually in the NICU. And I remember vividly thinking, I was 24 years old. I remember thinking vividly, I would die for him. I don't know why I had this thought, but I was like, I would give my life for him. In that moment, no question. And it wasn't bravado. I wasn't like some machismo, I'll kill somebody for this kid. Oh, give me it wasn't that at all. It was like, I just knew I would give my life for him. And it's probably something, I don't know, paternalistic, instinctual. But the crazy thing was, he didn't even know I existed. Crazier, he didn't even know he existed. You know what I'm saying? He had no idea. But I would give my life. He had done nothing for me. I would give my life for him because he was my son. And I had this moment where in that moment, I had this epiphany, this is, I think, how God views us, that when God sees us, it's that's how God thinks about us. I truly believe that. And so when Logan grew older, I used to tell him, and then I would tell all my kids, I would tell them this phrase. I say it all the time. I would say, hey, do you know why I love you? And when they were little, they didn't really get it. And maybe I've mentioned this in this podcast before. I can't remember, but they would say, why? I say, I love you for no reason. In other words, I'm saying I loved you long before fill in the blanks. Long before, you were somebody that was famous or rich or had a big church or went viral or got married or had someone love you or were talked about, or won prom queen or whatever. Yeah, I loved you long before that. I loved you when you right out of the womb, kind of a thing. I just loved you because you're my son, you're my daughter. And my son Logan, when I forget why he got it for me. Maybe when I graduated from college at one point, he got me a gift, and it might have been a Christmas gift, but it was a whiskey mug, a rocks glass, and on it he had engraved to me, "I love you for no reason." I love that. So I just want to tell you today that you already are somebody. You're somebody now. You are somebody long before any of the things, and do the work, go and build the thing, create the whatever, if you want to be a business person, an entrepreneur, you want to start something, you want to, be on the dance team or on the football team, or you want to get married or you want to have someone love you, do all the things, do it. That's life, but only after you remind yourself that you're somebody now. So let the things that you do and create and say, let it flow out of that security of I'm somebody now. I'm the beloved of God long before. He loves me for no reason. So let your work flow out of that, not out of an insecurity of trying to become or be somebody. Do you know what I mean? Because that cup is one that will never be full enough of trying to be somebody. Yeah, because you're already somebody. You're somebody now, long before. All right, love you guys. Peace.
Hey, if you enjoy this show, I'd love to have you share it with some friends. And don't forget, you are always welcome to join us in person at Central in Elk River at 8:30, which is our liturgical gathering, or at 10 o'clock, our modern gathering. Or you can check us out online at clcelkriver.org. Peace.